as epidemiologists, we are now going to study how this disease moves through the population. This chart in front of you shows the simulation of our population. That means this is what our population is represented as. The green dots are regular healthy people. The red dots are infected people. And when the dots disappear, that means a person has died and become a zombie. We have to set some parameters, meaning we have to make some settings for this. We're going to start up here where it says disease, cold with a K. We're going to click on that and we're going to change it to influenza. Influenza. Our population density, we're going to leave at medium. That means our simulation is going to show 600 people. For population mixing, let's start with low. Since population mixing is our independent variable, that's what we're going to be changing in our simulations. So influenza, medium, low. Once you have all these settings, you're going to come up here to click details. If you click on details, it'll open a pop-up. Instead of my influenza, this is a zombie outbreak. So our disease name is zombie virus. We're going to leave our days contagious as 3 days. We're going to start with a low transmission rate of 10%. But our death rate, we're changing drastically. If you get this disease, there is 100% chance you will become a zombie. So we're going to change the death rate to 100 and then apply. Up in the upper left-hand corner, there's some green buttons. One of them is run. We are going to run this simulation. You can see that after 100 days, up here in the right-hand corner, there's some information about how this disease spread through that 100 days. There's a death toll right up here that shows 16 people died. So I'm going to take that number, 16 people, I'm going to put it in my chart. When we had a transmission rate of 10% with low population mixing, I had a death toll of 16 people. So I'm going to put 16 in my chart. Then you can also see that there is a chart right here that shows a lot of people stayed healthy. Not very many people became zombies, right? Only 16 out of my population became zombies. Then you're going to change your population mixing to medium and run your simulation again and see how many people ended up turning into zombies and put that number in your chart. Now, when you get to transmission rate 15, you're going to change that up here in details, transmission rate, and you'll change that to 15. Run that simulation. Each time you do this, you're going to gather your data and fill in your chart to see how many people die and become zombies with each different setting. Now remember, population mixing, that's like being around people, going to parties, going to the supermarket. So if you have a low population mixing, that's social distancing, staying away from people, not going to concerts, things like that. High population mixing is definitely going to concerts, going out all the time, seeing your friends all the time. So population mixing is our independent variable here. Death rates, becoming a zombie, is our dependent variable.